Hello everyone, this is Mr. Steelix your girl, here with another VGC beginner guide, this time featuring Giratina and its origin form. Giratina is a ghost dragon type legendary Pokemon with massive HP and strong defenses. While its offensive stats and speed may seem underwhelming, Giratina has the tools to make up for it, like Calm Mind for setup, Shadow Sneak for priority, or swapping to its origin form for stronger offensive presence. But first, let's take a look at how both of Giratina's forms are the same. Both forms share a fairly neutral typing, with 5 weaknesses to Ice, Ghost, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy, which is balanced by 6 resistances and 2 immunities. Giratina's signature move is Shadow Force. Shadow Force is a powerful 120 base power ghost type physical attack. Giratina disappears from the field on the first turn and attacks the targeted Pokemon on the second turn. This move also has a secondary effect which lets it break through Protect, making it a useful option for pressure and disruption. Now, let's break down some key differences between the two forms. Unlike Dialga and Palkia, Giratina's forms have different abilities. Altered Form has the ability Pressure, which drains power points by 2 rather than 1 when hit by a move, or the ability Telepathy, which protects it from all ally spread moves that hit all targets on the field in double battles. Origin Form, on the other hand, only has the ability Levitate. Levitate gives the Pokemon an immunity to ground moves, spikes, and arena trap. Stat-wise, Origin Form swaps Altered Form's bulk for stronger offenses, with 20 base points moving from defense and special defense to attack and special attack. Origin Form also benefits from its required item, the Gracious Core, which not only allows the form change in the first place, but also boosts Ghost and Dragon moves by 20%. Now that we've got some context on both Giratina forms, let's look at building and using Giratina. Giratina has identical base stats in attack and special attack, giving you flexibility to run physical, special, or even mixed offensive sets. Personally, I prefer Altered Form as a bulky setup special attacker, and Origin Form as a bulky physical attacker that excels at cleaning up low health targets with Shadow Sneak. The builds I'll go over can work on either form, so mix and match as you like. Our first build focuses on Altered Form Giratina in a bulky setup sweeper role. The main idea is to leverage its high defenses and large HP pool to safely set up with Calm Mind. Calm Mind is a move that boosts both special defense and special attack by 1 stage, allowing Giratina to snowball quickly. This build invests heavily in HP to maximize bulk and uses the item Leftovers to passively regain health. We pair that with Protect to cycle turns and recover even more HP. I opted for Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor to avoid special attack drops after setting up, helping Giratina to maintain consistent damage output. However, if you need more burst damage in a pinch, switching to Draco Meteor is totally valid. The speed EVs on this build are set to hit 118, which is important because it lets Giratina outspeed 0 speed investment Lunala, which you might see quite a bit on ladder. Our second build highlights Origin Form Giratina as a bulky physical attacking cleanup specialist. Here, we max out the attack stat, invest 60 EVs into the speed to match the same tier as the Altered Form build, and dump the rest into HP. This set can be extremely oppressive by using Giratina to clean up low health targets with the priority move Shadow Sneak. We opt for Terra Ghost on this build primarily to boost Shadow Sneak's damage even further, making it much easier to secure KOs. Breaking Swipe is here as our Dragon type move and adds some utility, letting you lower the opponent's attack stats while dealing chip damage. This move can also be opted out for Draco Meteor if you're interested in running a mixed offensive set. For your Ghost type nuke move, you have the choice between Poltergeist and Shadow Force. Poltergeist can be more reliable since it hits in 1 turn rather than allowing the opponent to pivot when using Shadow Force, but keep in mind, it will not work if the target has already consumed its held item. With many Pokemon in the current meta using items like Booster Energy or Electric Seed, it's definitely something to watch out for. For both builds, Terra Fairy and Terra Ghost are, in my opinion, the best options. Terra Fairy allows Giratina to become immune to dangerous Dragon type moves and removes its weakness to Fairy, Dark, and Ghost, while Terra Ghost further boosts Giratina's deadly Stab Ghost move moves, while also removing its weaknesses to Fairy, Dragon, and Ice. This Terra type felt exceptionally strong when utilizing Shadow Sneak to pick up KOs from a wider range of HP. Now, let's move on to team building with Giratina. Due to the harsh state of the meta overflowing with powerful counters to Giratina, this Pokemon requires some thoughtful team building to make sure it can succeed. One of, if not the best option at making sure Giratina can thrive is Zamazenta. Zamazenta is clearly Giratina's strongest regulation eye partner. Its steel fighting typing allows it to resist common threats like Dragon, Dark, and Ice, while also being able to hit Fairy, Dark, and Ice types for super effective damage. Zamazenta also has access to Wide Guard, which is a huge bonus, giving you very strong counterplay options against both Calyrex forms by blocking Astral Barrage and Glacial Lance. This synergy provides critical breathing room for Giratina to do its job. Some other standard Pokemon that fit well with Giratina include Incineroar, a classic support with Fake Out, Intimidate, and Parting Shot. Giratina also covers Incineroar's fighting weaknesses with being a safe switch-in as a ghost type. Galarian Weezing, with neutralizing gas, it shuts off abilities like Intimidate, which helps out the physical side Giratina, plus Weezing hits key threats like Fairy, Dark, and Dragon types. And finally, Qianpao or Chi-Yu. These Pokemon provide great synergy depending on your offensive set. Qianpao lowers physical defense for physical Giratina, while Chi-Yu lowers special defense for the special builds. Both threaten opposing ghost types and can tank dark type hits really well. As I mentioned before, the most difficult thing to overcome when using Giratina is the current meta, which is overflowing with powerful and downright broken counters. Using Giratina can often feel like navigating a minefield, with your only mulligan being able to expend the very valuable Terra resource just to escape certain doom for maybe a turn or two. Even so, when Giratina is given special care and thoughtful planning with the right build and the right team composition, there feels to be some room for both forms of Giratina to thrive in this meta. Thanks for checking out my VGC beginner guide focused on Giratina. Let me know which Giratina form is your favorite in the comments below, and if you liked what you watched, go ahead and drop a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more. As always, thank you for watching.